What's up guys, welcome back to the DMV channel. I'm Jeff Dixon, Isaiah has camera, and today we are building a bash bar for our LS NA Miata. Let's get to work. I put this on the V8 Miata forum and the DIY Miata forum on Facebook to ask about anybody else's experience building these bash bars. And it started off a little risky with a little bit of, hey, why are you adding all that weight to that car? The goal of this is not crash derby. That was one of the comments. It is to save us money by not building a bumper, but also to house an intercooler, the supports for a radiator, soon a turbo that'll go over in this corner. So that's the whole purpose of this. Also, it's going to hold that big old ugly NASCAR style air dam, which I'm not a huge fan of, although it's got that race car look. I want a big old freaking nasty splitter under here that doubles as a belly pan. One of my goals with this car, I don't know if we'll ever be able to do it, but is 200 miles an hour. Half-mile racing. I would love to do that. There's not a lot of places around here to do that, so we might just do it on I-44, you never know. So today, I want to get started squaring this thing up, welding it up permanently, and then we need to get the bars underneath here to mount it to our front cross member. Alright, that got it pretty square. Now we're going to pull these off and get them mounted on the car and start fitting it up for our underneath bits. Alright, so this and this are going to be our support. This is going to hold our belly pan, and it's going to hold our splitter, and it's going to tie it all together where we'll be able to put a toe point on the bash bar to pull the car out. Problem is, as you saw under the car, the bellow from the rack gets in the way, and I don't want it dragging on there and wearing a hole. So we've got to figure out a way to hole saw a half moon out of this and make it look nice. It's not going to be easy. we got these notched out with our hole saw. Now we're gonna make a plate that goes on the bottom. Instead of filling these in with metal, making them look nice and shiny like a SEMA car, we're just gonna put a plate on the bottom and bolt that plate to the bottom of our subframe. I like this. I think it looks good. It's gonna be strong, but I really should have had these come out longer so that I'm not ending up right in the weak point of my saddle. I should have definitely moved it back, but dadgummit, that's the plate I had and I didn't want to spend a lot more time on it. So I took this. It is wide enough if I rock that like that. So I think I'm gonna bend this piece, cut it, and fill it in. I don't know. What did I do, Isaiah? I feel like I messed it up, but man, them are some good looking welds. It's always easy to weld those big old inside corners like that. All right, so it turned out pretty good. I think all the strength we took out of it, we put back in it. Not gonna grind it any more than that. We're gonna put the hammer paint on it, which hides a multitude of sins. So, might be a little overkill, but I think it's worth it. Okay, we've got them both made. Now let's mount them under the car. Well, I think that's it. It's pretty hard to tell without a lift. It measures out pretty straight, it looks pretty straight, so we're gonna go for it. Look at that, you can jump on it. So that's it. I don't know that I'd lift a car with it, but it turned out pretty good. I think it weighs about probably 20, 25 pounds. So we did add a little weight to the car, but I think it's gonna be worth it. We'll definitely get a splitter on it. Hold the splitter up. I think that's it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next weekend.